So now we're doing GD quests, learn GDScript from 0 so we can learn Godot 4, all right? So let's start it off, and here we go. So what code is like? Learning to program can be daunting, all right? Yet I would say more frustrating, but, you know, daunting. I don't know. Yeah, I would say it's frustrating more than it's daunting. I wouldn't even call it daunting. It's just frustrating. So yet we want to make video games. So there's no way around learning to program. True. Every video game is a computer program. Also true. So telling the computer what to do. Programming is the process of writing precise instructions that tell a computer how to perform a task. A game's instructions are, for example, moving a character, drawing a life bar, or playing a sound, right? To do any of that, we need to learn a programming language, a specialized language to tell the computer what to do. Very true. All right, so let's look at this example code. So we got var random angle degrees equals 10, var max range equals 2000, and then var max bullet speed equals 1500, right? We've got this function declaration that's declaring shoot, and whenever this is called, we're going to make a var bullet, and it's going to be bullet scene.instantiate, which this isn't even declared here. So, but yeah, this is how coding still goes. Add child bullet. So this is, I guess this is like built into Godot. I don't know. We'll see. And then bullet dot global transform equals global transform. I don't even know what's going on there. So let's keep going. Programming languages are different from natural ones like English or Spanish. The computer does not think. Unlike us, it cannot interpret what we tell it. Yeah, it's computers are machines. It's just like a lever. You pull the lever, a door opens. It's just like that, you know, except for somebody else. Well, in this case, we're going to build the whole lever, the whole contraption, right? Now let's go. So we can't tell it something vague like draw a circle. It needs to know which circle, where, what color should it be, how big should it be. The computer needs exact instructions, right? Also, my mouse wheel's dead, so I got to do that. To draw a filled circle, the computer needs to know exact drawing coordinates, the radius, the thickness, and the color we want. The code to do so, the code to do so may look like this, right? Something like this right here. And we're going to click the button right here to run it. So in this one, we're calling the draw circle function. So it's just like this here, where we're declaring the shoot function, but we're calling the add child function, right? So that's the same here. We're calling the draw circle function. It has arguments vector 2, 0, 0. So this is going to be the center of a circle right here at 0, 0. We're going to have a 60 radius. All right. So it's going to be out from the center 60 all the way around. And then the color is going to be aqua. When we draw it, we can see it does it like that. All right. But we're going to learn all this stuff, hopefully, in this course. So in the following lessons, we'll learn how this code works. True. And also, I'm just guessing what's going on, but I mean, that's obviously what happened. Anyway, keep going. So for now, we're going to, they want to give us a sense of what computer code looks like. In this example right here, everything matters. Each parenthesis, capital letter, period, and comma. So the parentheses, the capital letters right here, the period, and the comma. Everything here has to be exactly like this. You know, spaces, you know, I mean, we could have like some lines in between. It wouldn't be a big deal, but some blank lines in between it. But regardless, it has to be like this or this won't happen, right? So let's keep going down here. The computer always does exactly what we tell it to. No more, no less. It blindly follows every instructions. I wouldn't even say blindly because you'd have to have, you know, at least the capacity to have eyes in the first place. And it's just a machine. It's literally just a contraption using electricity to put color, to make our screens put the colors on where they are, you know, to make us see this particular image, right? That's all it is. This screen, this whole screen is just a bunch of little dots that can be changed color, and the computer is telling it which color to make it. And that's it. You know, that's all that's going on. So let's come back. How do we give instructions to a computer? Oh yeah, when we program, we're the one in charge and we're free to do anything we want I mean, there's physics involved, honestly. There's physics and all kinds of limitations involved. And trust me, there's a lot of limits to this, okay? We're anything we want, that's not true by any stretch. Let's going. Let's go. So how do we give instructions to a computer? Using a programming language and precise instructions, or using prose in plain English? I think we know what to do. All right, so let's do that and submit it. All right. So we got more. All right. So you're right. Computers don't understand natural languages like English. To make them do anything, we need to give them precise instructions they understand using a programming language. True. All right. So we'll learn to code with GDScript. In this course, we're going to learn the GDScript programming language. The name stands for Godot Script. Anyway, this is a language by developers for developers. We can use it within the Godot game engine to create games and applications. It's a language used by games like Dome Keeper and Potato. And let's go check these out. All right? This is a little bit, what's the word? Inspiring. It adds a little more, because of course we want to make cool stuff, obviously, but there's a little more inspiration to it too. Dome Keeper. Let's check this out. Chill out. We don't need to see the game. Of course, it's going to be cool. The number I like to see over here is 12,900. Okay, let's say 13,000. 13,000 all reviews. 13,000 at $18. So 13000 times 18. Okay, times. Let's say they only let us keep 50% of it. Okay, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? What about Potato? Let's check out Potato. So we've got, where's this at? We've got 87,000 right here. 87,000 times 5. All right, let's see what that is. 87,000 times 5. Times 0.5. Let's say that's as much as we keep. I mean, like taxes and everything, you know. 217. Yeah, I'll take it. You know, so remember, you know, we got to eat. Engineers at Tesla also use it for their cars' dashboards. True. Okay. And I believe it because it's open source and they don't have to pay for it. So why would they use something else? GDScript is an excellent language to get started with programming because it's specialized. Unlike some other programming languages, it doesn't have an overwhelming amount of features for us to learn. Okay, cool. Most programming languages are similar. True. So we don't need to be afraid of being locked in. The concepts we learn in our first programming language will apply to all others. Yes. Okay, so there's the language. All right. There's English. There's Spanish. There's Mandarin. There's all these languages, right? And then there's communication, like go there, go get that. Here's some money. Go get that. Go get that. And then here's some money. Or, you know, how to get people to do things. There's communication, and then there's the languages. Okay. There's programming, and then there's the languages, right? Programming is just communication to a machine. It's like that, you know, I mean, we would use levers if we had to. Okay, and I think that's how the first ones, the punch cards did it. You use levers to do this stuff. Okay, so it's just, anyway, you get it. Most programming languages, most languages have more similarities than differences. Once we learn one, it takes much less time to become productive with the next one. Very true. It's even better than human language because of that. Here's an example of the same code in 3 languages: GDScript, JavaScript, and Python. So we're going to try to spot the similarities and differences, okay? So this one, we're doing a function declaration. This is in GDScript. Okay, function declaration, take damage. We have the parameter amount, okay? And so we're going to say health is now minus equal whatever the amount is on take damage. If health goes to less than 0, we're going to be dead, okay? So, and then this is the die function, right? So over here, we've got JavaScript, same thing, except for we've got function as the declaration, whatever, I don't remember what that's called. The keyword. We've got the function keyword right here. we've got take damage, the parameter amount, and then instead of this colon, we've got curly braces right here. Health minus equals amount, same like that. If health is less than 0, so this inside of parentheses for JavaScript, and then some curly braces, we're going to do the die function again and close it off with the curly braces as well. And then over here on Python, it's the same as this, except for instead of function definition, it's going to be def. Instead of func, it's going to be def. So there we go. All right. So yeah, those are 3 different languages. I would say that those are more like dialects, but whatever. So it doesn't look that different, does it? Not at all. Our programming language is all completely different. If we learn one language and then want to learn another, will we have to start from scratch? No, they have many similarities, or yes, they are completely different. No, they have many similarities. And submit it. And we got some more. That's one thing about this one that I'm starting to not enjoy, is the fact that it looks like we're done and then it says no. But that's just like coding. This is literally just, I would say this is more like coding than not, because you think you're done and no, you're not done. We got more to do. So you're right. Most programming languages build upon the same ideas of how to program. As a result, they're mostly similar. It's not to say all languages are the same, though. Some offer a really unique syntax and require a completely different mindset compared to GDScript. I believe it, but I haven't seen any so far. However, languages like GDScript, Python, JavaScript, C++, C#, and many others build upon a similar programming philosophy. All right. So this is a course for beginners. If we want to learn to make games or code but don't know where to start, this course should be perfect. All right. And then we got this waving rook over here. They designed this for absolute beginners, but if we already know another language, like me, like us, if we already know another language like us, it can be a fun way to get started with Godot. All right. They're going to give us the coding foundations we need to start making games and applications with Godot. All right, cool. We should be patient. Of course, we got to be patient, but remember, we got time. All right. But it's going to be a long time. It's going to take a long time. Because remember, look, we're only learning the code here. We still have to learn how to draw, right? We still have to learn how to make sounds out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? What else? So, yeah, we got a ways to go, my boys. We got a ways to go, my friends. All right, let's get back to it. So learning to make games takes practice. Very true. Creating games is more accessible than ever. Also true, but it still takes a lot of work and practice. And we cannot expect any single course or book to turn us into a professional. Absolutely. If there was one, then the market would get so saturated so fast that you could make a lot more money, doing anything else, honestly, if it was easy. Programming is something we learn through practice. Easy as in, I think it's easy. I think that it takes a lot of time, though. It's a lot of time. If something doesn't make immediate sense, stressing too much is a bad idea. Keep learning and come back to it later. Yes, always take little breaks. Take breaks, a lot of breaks, however many breaks you need, come back to it later. Always come back to it later. And if you quit, just salvage exactly what you left behind. Salvage everything, right? If something doesn't make immediate sense, okay. Enjoy the process and celebrate every little success. That's a little much. Okay. I would say celebrate like yes, like oof, like but not like let's go buy the company some beers, Nah, I don't think so. So we will never stop learning as a game developer. What and how we'll learn. In this free course, we're going to learn the foundations we need to start coding things like these. So an inventory, which is cool. It's got little sprites associated with it. And then this little pathing thing. Okay, we can't expect them to tell us how to make What's that game? Fortnite. We can't expect them to tell us how to make Marvel Rivals like right here or anywhere for that matter. But we can learn how to make this simple thing that makes this turtle go like this and go hang out with the rook. That's floating, and we might even be able to make the rook float. We'll see. Hopefully. So along the way, we're going to learn some of the mindset we need as a developer. Too many programming courses. Skip that essential part, I would imagine. I don't even know if we know the mindset. But let's keep going. How to write GDScript code. Essential programming foundations to get us started. Okay. As we go through the course, we'll have many questions. They're going to try to answer them the best that they can. But anyway, they're going to try to answer them the best they can. But there's so much to cover that they will take some shortcuts. We'll see what those are. They don't want to overwhelm us with this information, and they also want to respect the pace at which our brains memorize things. Okay. So they broke down the course into short lessons and practices. If they put too much into each part, we would learn slower. Okay. If at any time we're left with burning questions, not me, we can always go to the Discord community or ChatGPT. I mean, let's get real for a second. This is for Godot. Is this for Godot 4? What we'll learn in this free course is fully compatible with Godot 4. While they initially designed this series for Godot 3, the foundations of GDScript are still the same in Godot 4. Programming is a skill. So we need to get good at it, and we will. And we must practice it. We will do that. This is why they built this app. Each lesson is followed by an interactive practice to use what we learned. Speaking of which, it's time to look at the practice screen. So to continue, we're going to click the practice button below, and it will give us a short run through how practices work. All right. So we got practices here. Try our first code next. And then we're going to run our first bit of code to see the result. Practice. And I like that. We might have to learn that at some point. Like after we make our first game, we're going to need to make a website. And we should remember that this is a thing. So we can make our own, right? Somehow, right? I like it so much that I want to use it myself. All right. So here we go. The first code. We got goals. They prepared a code sample for us. For this practice, we don't need to change anything. So we don't need to change any of this. To test the code, we can click the run button below the code editor. Hints. Hint 1. Click the run button. Checks. Run the code. All right. So I've done this before. I know we can just hit the run button. We'll go to the next one. But let's do a little modification here. So let's change this up. Welcome. Let's do welcome. Let's do another parameter. Let's do another argument, because this is the print function. Remember, this is the built-in print function. Welcome. Let's do for the second argument. Let's say 1 + 1. All right. Let's do another string. Let's say codeman S. And then we'll go like this. And we'll say practice. All right. Let's have another one. Plus space plus. Now let's do another string. Videos. Let's run it. Oh wait, no, let's put a plus another string. Exclamation point. All right. Let's see if this does anything or if the code breaks. Run it. Oh, well done. We completed the practice. Stay and play around or continue the course. We can't see it. It says, welcome to Codeman as practice videos. Anyway, and continue. All right, there it is right there. Welcome to Codeman as practice videos. Lesson complete. Stay and revisit the study of material or continue the course. We can continue. All right. So now we're on to our first error, and we'll see you next time.